Over the last 18 months, our ability as an organization to adapt to disruptions while maintaining continuous business operations and safeguarding our people and assets have taken a massive hit.
Our ability to be able to go ahead and continuously to deliver services to customers despite adverse cyber attacks or adverse cyber events is going to be based on, three different things.
People, process, and technology. And we need to go a step beyond disaster recovery by offering some strategies to avoid costly downtime before the next big issue hits us.
And the maturity of how well we are doing is actually going to be measured in what I consider to be sustainability. The better we're able to sustain operations, the better resilient we are. Honestly, I think the most core piece of resiliency really is, actually training. When it actually gets bad, when it's actually happening, an incident that you're having, is that your people have that muscle memory already built in. They've already been trained. They know who to call. They know what systems to shut down or what systems they need to pull data from. They know how to isolate. It's built into them. As you mentioned, the three pieces, I agree with Rick. You incorporate all three in with the ultimate goal of being able to sustainability, being able to stay up, being able to provide services, being able to take care of your customers. And the core piece for me is that my staff are already training. They already know that incidents are going to happen. They're not scared of them. It's part of the daily business of managing a security program, and they're ready for it.
Netflix came out with a set of scripts originally that would break pieces of their infrastructure. I mean, it would disable services, databases would go offline, pieces of networking infrastructure would go down. And so what did that team get really good at? Well, they got good at engineering their solutions to not be affected by the chaos monkey. And then they were trained, to Gary's point, in this real-time situation of, we have to stay up, we have to be resilient, we have to be available. And that's, for me, was like a large epiphany. Well, wait a second, we can programatize this. We can codify this. We can make this a program that exists without humans in particular loops. I'm a huge believer in training under fire, right? And so I think the closer we can get to that in an organization, the more resilient we're going to become.
We like to say security is everyone's responsibility. Let's apply the same thing to resiliency. Each week, select a random employee. Now, that's not just in cyber, just a random employee, and have them run your failover scenario. Gary, why do you want to do this?
Oh, I think that'd be great. Honestly, I think it'd be great to go ahead and on a weekly basis, or even on a monthly basis, we randomly grab somebody and have them go ahead and, hey, you're going to run our fish test. You're going to help us select the fish scenario that we're going to go ahead and run, and see who we get, just so that they can go ahead and see behind the scenes what it takes for us to be able to secure the organization and what it takes for us to go ahead and be right every time.
From Dutch Schwartz, how do we accelerate the growth of the next generation of CISOs to help them understand that driving business outcomes, not just risk avoidance, is the key? How do we help that transition from hands-on security expert to business leader?
A real quick, easy thing for CISOs to do, just in-house with their teams. If you're doing internal assessments, if you're doing reviews on your stack, have your team members basically pulling people in from other business units to help you evaluate for risk. Get them used to working with the other business units. And when you do that, they start really understanding the business itself and how they sit in it and how they serve their customers, and so you get them involved outside of the team within the business.